saying? On that note, in culture creation, I just want to address one more thing, which is 9/11, because that's, for me, kind of what today is about. And 9/11 to me should be one of the most obvious things, if anybody has looked into anything about how culture creation affects our public, because we've been at a war for 9 years, you know what I'm saying, over something that, as far as I'm concerned, I've researched 9/11 since it happened. And my opinion is it was an inside job. It was absolutely that this government knows what happened. You cannot drop two of the highest skyscrapers in this country, you know what I'm saying, with a bunch of brown terrorists from Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, wherever the fuck they're claiming these people are from nowadays. And so, just to educate on a simple couple points that we think are obvious about 9/11. How many buildings dropped on 9/11? You know what I'm saying? The first two, Trade Center 1, Trade Center 2, dropped at free fall speed. If this was true, you know what I'm saying? If these two buildings dropped from fire, they would have to re-regulate the codes of every skyscraper, every building structure in this country, because UL, the company that does the standards for drywall boards, all these things that we regulate for our whole society, have been put through more testing than almost anything else in the society. That's why architects have been using this for decades and decades. So the idea that two steel structures fell at free fall speed by a simple fire from two planes is ludicrous. They would have to re-regulate all the construction codes in this country. Building 7 on itself, who knows about Building 7? This was a building that wasn't hit by any plane, just had basically two floors on fire. It had a nuclear-proof floor, right? Floor number 7 was totally nuclear-proof. That means they designed this for Mayor Giuliani and his cronies so that, you know, if they ever did something like they did on 9/11, they would have a safe place to go. This is a floor that can't be destroyed. This was a building that dropped at free fall speed, just like 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? In building number 7 was the IRS records for beautiful companies like Enron, you know what I'm saying, and the records for our government's shenanigans. All of those wiped clean, all of the records for all of the gold that we were holding for foreign countries underneath the World Trade Centers was erased. And I don't know how many people know, they found a dump truck full of gold coming from an underground tunnel underneath the Trade Center that was abandoned, full of gold bullions. You know what I'm saying? Just like, ironically enough, Die Hard or whatever. And Hollywood has always been used as an institution to promote the Illuminati's agenda. And so I know for me, I'm constantly looking at what Hollywood's putting out so I can get an idea of what culture creation they're selling to the people. So we have videos on 9/11. We have videos on organic food. We have videos on Monsanto. We got videos on water. You know what I'm saying? Because our water tables, they give us about 25 to 40 years that the aquifers are going to be leached. Just like Steph said, we could pick any of these topics that we think are the crucial things that people should be figuring out, whether it's GMOs or the fact that these dams that they're building like Hoover Dam is killing our ecosystems and leaching all of our resources, you know what I'm saying? So one thing I want to say is that although we bring up serious topics and we try to enlighten our people, we do it because we believe it's a loving thing to care about yourself. And we believe it's a loving thing to have attachments to things in life. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of the New Age doctrine that believes you manifest your own reality, you manifest peace, your own happiness based on your thoughts, your energy, and all that. And I also think that it's been manipulated by some people to make people apathetic, basically, and feel less responsible for what we've labeled as negativity, which is a real thing. Like the fact that we've built all these reservations for the natives, you know what I'm saying? The fact that we've culture created all the brown people since the conquest of this country. That's kind of how the freedom movement started. I started with my DJ trying to ask Obi-Wan, what can I do as a native to try to get white Americans to give a shit about the reservations without a guilt complex, without condemning people for where they are today, because we don't hold everybody today responsible for people's decisions in the past, But we do hold you responsible for your decisions today, and we believe that we can all be acting collectively in a much simpler way that actually promotes people, promotes society. If that's what we say we want, that we're loving people, we love health, we love abundance, we love all good things, then it should look a certain way. And it's not just continuing to fill up your biodiesels and all that. That's good, but we got to do more. This is how we're starting it, but we propose that we do a lot more than just gathering as people. And we hope you all join us on our journey together. Y'all still with me? Yeah, so on that note, my name is McAD. I'm going to do a couple tracks that I do solo, and then I'm going to do a set with Elias Clay. And then me and DJ O-B-1 are going to do a couple Freedom Movement tracks because I don't always get to play out with my DJ, so I'm blessed to have him out here tonight.
Everything we dream of.
I know, my man said you want us to play that.
Everything we dream of.
So, for real, blessings for y'all coming out, because without our people, we don't have nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, we give thanks for coming out and supporting all of this. And DJ O-B-1.